Yay! We love this movie.
It's so good. I cried. I cried
you
and
really
I cried and I smiled.
우리 아들을 데리고 갔어요.
Oh,
왜냐면은 아들이 사춘기잖아요. Like he's 고3.
Yeah.
I said, let's watch the movie. And so after we finished, we came out. He's like, 엄마. He's like, 나만 그러는 게 아니네.
Well, you bring up a good point.
Oh.
Inside Out 1 and Inside Out 2 have been used by a lot of teachers
Sure.
to teach maybe young children or maybe people who need help understanding emotions.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a really good movie to teach psychology
Right.
to people.
심리학?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I feel like Riley and my son, they grew up at the same time.
Ah, yes. Oh.
Right.
It's so true. He is the right age. But to kind of summarize what happens, as we may remember from Inside Out 1, the main character, Riley, is a young girl who's growing up and learning about her emotions.
Right.
And you get to go inside her head and see all of her emotions fight with one another, right?
Yeah.
I'm angry. No, I'm sad. No, I'm
너무
embarrassed.
재밌어요.
Yeah. But in Inside Out 2, now she's hitting puberty.
Puberty,
Yeah,
사춘기.
사춘기에 들어가기 시작했잖아요. So new emotions come. Yeah.
And the best one, of course, is anxiety.
Is it the
right?
best one?
Well, not the best one, but it's the strongest one.
맞아요. 불안이
strongest.
등장하잖아요.
불안증.
So yes, anxiety comes, and it comes at a time when Riley is having a stressful time in her life. She's about to go to a new school, and before that, the summer before, she goes to a hockey camp, and she wants to be cool
Yeah.
in front of like the older hockey players, and it causes her to do some bad things.
Things that she doesn't really, that's not her.
Yeah.
그러니까 저도 아들이 이제 사춘기, 지금도 사춘기지만, they change.
Yeah.
그러니까 이게 제 아들이 아닌데. Like, where did he go? 그러니까 라일리도 이제 원래 자기가 그렇지 않은데 이제 상황이.
Yeah.
사춘기 때문에.
사춘기
좀
때문에.
yeah.
자기의 정체성이 무너지기 시작했잖아요.
그렇죠.
Yeah, she kind of loses her sense of identity.
Identity, yes.
And she has to find it again while
Yes.
also dealing with new emotions.
Yeah, and new friends.
And new friends.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy this. You said this reminds you of your son. It reminds me of my niece.
Oh, your
저도
niece.
조카 있는데요. 똑같은 나이고 너무 비슷하게 생겼어요.
진짜요?
금발 있고
Really?
파란 눈.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she looks just like her.
Riley.
Has a very similar personality as well.
Oh, wow.
착한데 약간 불안할 때도 있어서.
Sure. Oh, well, I think, so for all of these kids to see this movie, they feel validated. They feel like, okay, I'm normal.
Yeah. 모든 사람이 이런 경험이 있구나.
나 정상이구나. 이렇게 우리 아들도 나만 그러지 않아. 이게 내 정상이래. 이게 너무 좋은 것 같아요, 애들한테.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've chosen a real like a dialogue.
Yes.
Okay.
It's two sentences.
Two
it's
sentences.
one line. It is said by joy, so the happy emotion,
Yeah.
to the new emotion, anxiety,
Yes.
who's kind of taken over Riley.
Right.
So, yeah.
And what does she say?
Okay, she says, you don't get to choose who Riley is. Anxiety, you need to let her go. 네, 라일리가 어떤 사람이 될지는 네가 정하는 게 아니야. 불안아, 이제 라일리를 놔줘. Yeah.
Let her go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this expression, you don't get to. I really like this. You don't get to do something.
Yeah.
뭐뭐 할 자격이 없어.
너에게 할 자격이 없어.
없어.
So here he's saying you don't get to choose who Riley is. So anxiety, the character, kind of took over Riley.
Right.
Riley는 그거 있잖아요. 불안 발작에 빠져서 불안 밖에 느낄 수 없어서요.
네.
So
그래서
joy
울고,
has to come in and say, no, anxiety. You are not the boss.
Oh, you are not the boss.
You're not the boss. You cannot control Riley.
That's right.
Riley gets to choose her own identity.
Oh, wow. And then she goes on to say, anxiety, you need to let her go, to let something go. Well, I
Yes.
mean, of course, the famous line, let it go
Right.
from Frozen. So this expression is very useful in this context. What does this mean?
So here, let go means to release. So anxiety had control, right? Basically, anxiety grabbed Riley.
Right.
And tightly grabbed. So it's to open up the hand and let Riley do what she wants. Give Riley her freedom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are certain things like emotions or like maybe someone did something bad to us and we hold a grudge.
Yeah.
And sometimes we need to let it go. Just release some of the negativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stop thinking about it so much. Don't let the bad emotion control you.
Yes. All right. So let's look at this dialogue one more time. You don't get to choose who Cameron is. Anxiety. You need to let him go.
Oh, yes.
오케이, 다시 할게요. 이거 연기 더 해야 돼요. You don't get to choose who Cameron is. Anxiety, you need to let him go.
Thank you very much, Kristen. I'll say it too. You don't get to choose who Kristen is. Anxiety, you need to let her go. No more worrying, Kristen.
That's right.
We're just
No
gonna
more
have-
anxiety.
We're going to have peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hope you liked this segment. That was the special choice for today. And Cameron's choice for today was Inside Out 2. Bravo. Bravo. Good job.
For anyone who doesn't know, that is a very common way of
Well, yeah.
advertising movies.
American movie, there is that 영어 성우.
Yeah.
And he's like, in a world.
Yeah,
똑같아요.
in a world where people have no thumbs,
Right.
how do they text on their phone?
Okay, so I started watching the movie, but I
Yes.
don't know really what this is about. Tell us.
Okay. Well, the movie is Don't Look Up that came out in 2021, and it's an apocalyptic movie, which means it is a disaster movie.
Disaster, something that's going to happen.
Yes, there is a threat to the world that could destroy the entire world. And it has a huge ensemble cast.
There are so many famous actors in this movie.
I don't know how they got all of this money, to be honest.
Right,
That's a lot of money they have to pay.
That's a lot of, or maybe they said, oh, it's just a little part, so would you be okay if you accept this amount of
That's
money?
not how Hollywood works.
No? Okay.
Hollywood, yeah. To name some of the actors in this movie, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Tyler Perry, Timothy Chalamet, Ariana Grande, Kate Blanchett, and of course,
Meryl
Streep, the perfect Meryl Streep.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, so what is this, just very quickly, what is this about?
So this is about a doctoral candidate, someone in graduate school, that finds that a comet is coming to Earth, directly to Earth. And they just have a little bit of time to correct this. So she and her professor, Leonardo DiCaprio, go to the president. The president is Meryl Streep. But unfortunately, the president has a political agenda. And
What do you mean by political agenda?
She has things she has to do.
She's a busy woman.
She's busy with politics. She's got to
right.
get voted. She needs donors to give her money.
Right.
And a comet in the earth, it's just bad news. Can't there be something positive?
Yes.
So even though there is a major threat to the earth, all of the politicians are trying to cover it up or make the problem seem not as large because it's not good for their political career.
Okay.
And if that sounds insane, it's because it is. So the entire point of this movie is to exaggerate, to overdo something, to make it ridiculous, to kind of, make a point about it.
It's almost silly.
Yeah, it's silly. It's funny, but it's also saying, hey,
Yeah.
maybe sometimes politics stops us from solving real problems in the world.
Yeah, that's right. So I want to know exactly why you chose this movie. Why should we watch it?
Well, first of all, the acting is great.
Acting is great.
There's
okay.
so many great actors. So I think just on that point. But I do think it does show a good job of how politics and the media really controls the information we receive. As normal people, we want to try and do the right thing.
Right.
And to do the right thing, we need the right information. But oftentimes, either the government or media or other people, we don't always get the right information because
True.
they're trying to make money or trying to be successful, trying to get a promotion. So I don't know if this really shows a solution to that problem, but it definitely shows what kind of problems can
Okay,
arise.
so it's almost like be careful, like
Yeah.
what you take in.
Yeah.
Be careful what you believe in. Don't believe everything that you see.
Even though
or
you
read.
hear it, it may not be 100% true.
Okay. All right. So, Sherry Lee님, Don't Look Up은 맨 마지막에 쿠킹 영상이 너무 충격이에요.
Yes.
Oh, this is a spoiler. I don't know.
Yeah, so there's a final video, there's a final little clip like in the credit section.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say it because it is a spoiler.
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
But it's dark humor. So it's like really something terrible happens, but it's done in a way that is supposed to be funny.
Okay.
So it is very shocking.
All right, so
다림님, 네, 저에게 동룩업은 이 세상 멸망하더라도 티모시 샬롬의만 곁에 있으면 나쁘지 않겠다는 생각하게 한 영화예요.
Timothy Chalamet. Oh, I love him
It's
too.
true. He is
Oh.
he's what they call a heartthrob.
Oh, he is a heartthrob.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so what dialogue did you choose for us, or
All
what
right.
sentence?
So this is found at near the end of the movie. This is said by Jennifer Lawrence's character, and she's kind of given up.
Okay.
The politicians are not going to do what she thinks needs to be done.
All right.
And everyone thinks it's a conspiracy.
Okay.
음모론으로 생각하는데 she's like, no.
No.
그 사람을 그렇게 똑똑하지 않아요.
Okay. So what did she say?
Yeah, her line is, you guys, the truth is way more depressing. They are not even smart enough to be as evil as you're giving them credit for. 진실은 더 우울해. 기대만큼 사악하게 굴 정도로 똑똑한 인간들도 아니야.
Okay.
그래서 그 뭐 정치인들이 사악해 they're evil, they're trying to do bad things, right? She says
No,
they're not evil. They're just stupid.
they're just stupid. Okay. All right. So when you say that something is way more depressing, what is this way more?
The way here is an intensifier. 강조할 때 훨씬 더.
훨씬 더.
So here it's way more depressing. 훨씬 더 우울해. 훨씬 더 암울해.
Okay. He's way more I don't know, rich than you think.
Way more handsome in person.
Oh, in person.
맞아요. 화면에서 나오는 거
맞아.
잘생겼지만
네.
실물은
실물이
훨씬 더 잘생겼어요.
근데 사람들이 저한테 그런 말 많이 해요. 선생님, 식물이 훨씬 way more 이렇게 말을 해요. 그래서
You're way more.
이게 좋은 건지. Okay.
That's a compliment.
All right. Give them credit for.
So give credit for, you can say like 인정하다, 인정해주다, but this is very specific for how they think of these politicians. Giving them credit for being smart. 뭐 정치인이니까
Yeah.
똑똑하다고 생각하잖아요. 그 정도 무의식적으로도 인정해주잖아요. They're successful, so they must be smart. She's saying, they're not as smart as you give them credit for.
Okay, got
Yes,
it.
this credit here is similar to believe. So they're not as smart as you believe.
As you believe. Okay, that's a nice way to say it. You want to read that one more time?
You guys, the truth is way more depressing. They're not even smart enough to be as evil as you're giving them credit for.
Thanks, Cam. All right, that was Cam's special choice for today. Don't Look Up. I really like your choice, Cam. I really enjoyed this movie. In fact, on a streaming service, I watched it again.
Well, I'm glad you like it because it is about your hometown.
Oh, it's
Kind
yes.
of.
Like the beginning scene, in LA, the highway with all the chorus. Oh,
Yeah.
that was really cool.
So some people may be wondering why it's called La La Land.
Yeah, what
That
does
is
that
a
mean?
nickname for LA.
Yeah.
So LA, La, and then La La Land. And there is the feeling with La La in Korean as well, where they say Lulu La La.
Oh, Lulu La La.
It's this feeling, la 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 la.
yes.
Like you're kind of singing, you're dancing, you're in a dream of sorts.
Well, it's Hollywood.
Yeah.
right? So there's a lot of singing and dancing and acting in Hollywood.
Nothing is real in Hollywood. But this is a movie from 2016 directed by Damien Chazelle, and it stars Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. I think many people have seen this. It is with Ryan Gosling, he's a jazz pianist.
Right.
But he's not doing well at first. He has a dream, but nothing else.
Right, because he works, playing piano at a restaurant. He doesn't want to play that kind of music.
Yeah.
And then he's just, playing the music, and that's not what he wants to do.
Yeah, he likes old style. 그 옛날식 재즈 좋아하지.
Yeah.
이 새로운 스타일을 안 좋아하잖아요.
Right.
And the same with Emma Stone. She is a struggling actress. 여배우인데 여배우 되고 싶은데 she goes to the interview.
Yeah.
탈락. She goes to the
audition.
interview.
Yeah.
Goes to the audition, not getting an answer.
That's right.
So they find themselves both trying to achieve their dreams, but it being very hard.
Right. And then, of course, they fall in love.
Of course.
So my question to you, Cameron, because a lot of people have watched the movie.
Yeah.
But what is it that made you choose this movie? What did you like most about this movie?
Well, I like old school Hollywood musicals. So this is kind of like an old style Hollywood musical, right?
Right.
But I also love it. Is it spoiler? 5. Spoiler alert. 5.
Spoiler.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So at the end of the movie, they don't get together. 결국은 헤어지고 다시.
그쵸.
예.
근데 싫어서 헤어지는 게 아니라 각자 길을 가는 거죠.
맞아요. 각자 꿈이 있어서 어쩔 수 없이 헤어져서 그 꿈에 약간 노력해야 하는데 I like that.
Yeah.
I like that they don't get together.
현실적이잖아요.
현실적이고 그리고 결국에는 약간
인생이 그래.
인생에 다르게 행복하게 살고 있잖아요.
Yeah.
물론 그 같이 사는 것도 아니지만 꿈을 이뤘고 약간 새로운 인생을 만들었으니까.
I think for me, I agree with you. I really felt it was a realistic ending.
Yeah.
그러니까 뭐 서로 행복해서 뭐 결혼해가지고 애 낳고 okay, that's wonderful. 그렇지만 사실 우리가 사귀고 헤어지고 막 싫어서 헤어지는 것보다 타이밍이 안 맞잖아요.
Yeah, it's
Timing.
true. Everyone has it. You have you find the love of your life, but because of different situations or reasons, you can't continue the relationship.
Right.
But you always think about it.
야, 정말
있잖아요.
사랑은 정말 타이밍인 것 같아요. 타이밍. Okay. All right. So what dialogue or what did you choose from this?
We have a little bit of a long one today, but today's 결정적 대사 is Sebastian. So this is Ryan Gosling's character.
Okay.
And it's when he's having a really hard time.
Okay.
So,
All right.
you're acting like life's got me on the ropes. I want to be on the ropes, okay? I'm letting life hit me till it gets tired. Then I'm going to hit back. It's a classic rope-a-dope.
정말 어렵다.
길어요.
Oh, this is long and very difficult. 마치 내 인생이 위기인 것처럼 굴잖아. 난 궁지에 몰리고 싶어. 지칠 때까지 펀치를 맞을 거야. 그러다 코너에 몰린 순간 반격하는 거지. 전형적인 복싱 기술 역습 전략이야. 아니 이거 도대체 지금 한국말도 무슨 말인지 모르고 영어도. Okay, but he keeps saying rope.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
These both come from boxing. 권투에서 나오는 표현들인데요. To be on the ropes, it's when you are like weak and so you're up against those ropes in the boxing ring.
Right.
야, 궁지에 몰리다. 이런 뜻인데요. This means you're not able to leave.
Got it. You're stuck.
Right.
Okay.
So what he's saying, there's a special term he uses, excuse me, called rope-a-dope.
Rope-a-dope.
Yes.
What's this? Rope-a-dope.
So this is when you do defense only until the other person gets tired and then you attack.
그러니까 계속 이렇게 맞고
Yeah.
나중에 가서 펀치를 날리는
맞아요.
거예요.
수비만 하다가 상대가 피곤할 때, 지칠 때는 그때부터 공격을 시작하는 거예요.
Oh.
That's called rope dope. So this rope here is, of course, like a 줄, like 밧줄. Dope here is talking about a stupid person.
Okay.
So,
But he's talking about life.
yeah.
인생이 나를 아무리 막 계속 쳐라.
Yeah.
피곤할 때까지 하는데 나중에 I'm gonna hit back.
Right.
Uh-huh.
나는 그냥 견디는 거예요.
Yeah.
물론 어려운데 지금 내 상황은 어려운데 나는 그냥 견디고 인생 지칠 때는 저는 이제 그때부터
Wow,
공격적으로
멋있어요.
공격하기 시작할 거야.
I love it. I love it. Okay, that was our special choice for today, La La Land. So Coco is today's choice.
Yes.
It's the animation. Very popular.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was a big hit.
It was, yes, it was. I mean, I was living in Korea whenever this movie came out.
Yeah.
It came out in 2017, 2017년에 나왔던 영화인데요. It is by Pixar Animation Studios and Walt Disney Pictures. But it tells the story surrounding around the Mexican holiday of the Day of the Dead. Yes, 죽은 자들의 날.
Yes.
So in Spanish, I believe it's Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, Dia de los Muertos.
Dia de los Muertos.
Ah,
Yeah.
sí. Okay.
So, and that holiday actually takes place on the 1st and 2nd of November. So it's right after Halloween.
Yes.
The US has Halloween on October 31st. And then right after that, Mexico has the Dia de los Muertos. But unlike American Halloween, which is fun or maybe scary, depending on your type of celebration, the Dia de los Muertos is actually about family and remembering them and celebrating the lives of the people before you.
Right.
It has a very different feel to it.
It sure does, doesn't it? Because initially you would think, oh, Day of the Dead. It sounds very somber.
맞아요. 장식발들의 해골도 많잖아요.
그러니까 좀 무서운 거예요.
근데 알고 보니 진짜 깊은 의미 있어서
Yes.
제가 깜짝 놀랐어요. 저도 잘 몰랐어요. 이 영화 보기 전에는 I did not know really what the Dia de los Muertos was about.
Right.
And then seeing this and, researching later how deep and beautiful this holiday is for Mexican culture.
And great music too.
It is, yes. So Coco, the story basically is about this little boy named Miguel who loves music, but his family hates music. Oh. And it comes from a sad part of history where Miguel's great-great-grandfather was a musician. He played the guitar, but he disappeared. And so the family is like, because he was a musician, he was a bad man.
A bit superstitious.
So through many things, Miguel, he actually goes into the world of the dead, and he has to, find his grandfather and receive his blessing.
Right.
But it's all about this little boy learning about this Mexican tradition of telling the stories of your family, remembering your family, and celebrating, that type of stuff.
I think that's why it was so popular because, yes, it was about this special celebration, but it was about family, ancestors. You know, that theme is universal.
Right. And while in the US, we don't really have any kind of holiday that deals with past family members, Korea, for example, many people traditionally do still, do things, every year with, their ancestors.
That's right.
So I think there is that connection a little bit between the Mexican culture and the Korean culture, which I thought was really amazing.
Yeah, I agree. 다림님 says, 어머, 그 쌤 연기의 소름.
진짜, you do a really good young boy voice.
Oh, yeah. 네. I'm a voice actor.
You are.
저 영어 성우 일도 많이 해서
Yes.
네, 한번 해봤습니다.
You make a very good 12-year-old boy, Mexican boy.
With a Mexican boy in my heart. 이렇게 해야 돼요.
김윤희님, 코코 감동적이에요.
Oh, yes.
I cry every time. I've seen this movie 4 times now.
You have?
Every
you
single time.
love this movie. And so that's really great. And because you're such a good singer, Cameron, 우리 캠쌤 노래를 너무 잘해서 우리 the whole staff wants you to sing. 네.
Well,
불러라.
So this is the part of the movie where I cry. So it's where Miguel sings with his great-grandmother.
어.
그 grandmother 약간 치매를 걸려가지고
Yes.
기억은 좀 못하는데 이 노래 부르기 시작할 때는 기억을
다 기억하죠.
Yeah, 기억하잖아요.
The song is Remember Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in Korean, it's 기억해줘.
Uh-huh.
I'll try and sing a little bit.
Okay, here we go.
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. 기억해줘. 너무 높게 시작했어요.
박수.
너무 낮게 시작했는데요. Yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
song,
Look at you.
this little boy with his aging great-grandmother sings it. And it's just about, because in the movie, we'll talk about the lines in a second. The family members have to remember the person or they die.
기억을
Like,
못하면은
기억
죽어요?
못하면 맞아요. So in Mexican culture, there are 3 deaths. There is the first death. 우리가 모두들 생각하는 그 죽음도 있고
Okay.
또 제가 같이 살았던 사람들 다 죽을 때는 그거 두 번째 죽음이고
그러고
마지막 죽음은 살아있는 사람들 중에서 나를 기억하는 사람 다 없어졌어요. 그래서 그 마지막 죽음을 막기 위해서 가족들이 계속 얘기하는 거예요.
Remember.
Your great-great-great-great-grandfather, he was this type of person. I have these memories with him.
That's special.
So if the family passes down the memories, that person still gets to live in the second world. the 저승에서 그대로 살 수 있는 거죠.
자, 우풍님 노래 너무 좋아요. 딸이 옆에서 따라 부르네요.
Oh, yes.
How sweet.
Yes. 1957님, 헉, 소름 너무 감동적인 보이스예요. 가사와 찰떡이네요. 오늘 가사 코코 다시 볼게요.
네. Okay, so what lines have you chosen?
Okay.
What can we learn?
So this line is whenever Miguel sees someone have their last death. 그
Okay.
마지막 죽음을 한 것을 미겔 봤을 때는 Hector이라는 캐릭터가 설명한 거예요. He's been forgotten. When there's no one left in the living world who remembers you, you disappear from this world. We call it the final death. Our memories, they have to be passed down by those who knew us in life, in the stories they told about us. But there's no one left alive to pass down Cheech's stories.
그 사람은 완전히 잊어진 거야. 이승에서 기억해주는 사람이 없으면 이 세계에서 사라져. 그걸 우린 마지막 죽음이라고 한단다. 살았을 때 일단 사람들이 그의 얘기하며 기억을 전해줘야 돼. 근데 치치는 이제 그럴 사람이 없어.
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
So
quickly here, pass down, I think is a really key expression here.
Yeah, so pass down, 물려주다 or 전해주다. So in this case, you're passing down to your son and daughter, your grandson and granddaughter.
Right.
You can pass down a memory. You could pass down a ring, pass down a recipe, telling it to the next generation.
Awesome. Okay. That was a very touching. Thank you so much for your song, Cameron. And that was our special choice for today, Coco. 와, 우리 스튜디오 1이
Yeah,
갑자기 롬 콜로세움이 된 느낌이에요.
it's true. The sand,
완전 지금
The growling
콜로세움이야.
tigers.
여기.
the sound of swords,
That
and the
was
smell
great.
of blood.
아, 진짜 Gladiator. Wow, what a great choice. This is also, I have to say, one of my top favorites.
It is actually one of those movies that many people really, really enjoy. It's from 2000, but it has become a kind of a landmark in American cinema.
Yeah.
Like, it's just everyone who was around at that time knows this. And one of the reasons I actually chose this today is because the second installment, Gladiator 2,
Yes.
comes out today in
Today.
Korea.
네, 오늘
Yeah.
개봉하죠.
So I thought it would be appropriate to talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I think a lot of people have seen this movie, but maybe there are a few people who haven't Or maybe it's a good review so that we are ready for Gladiator 2. Tell us the basic plot of this story.
All right. So this movie stars Russell Crowe, and he is a general originally named Maximus. And he was very loyal to the emperor of Rome, the Caesar, Marcus Aurelius. But that emperor dies. The son becomes the new Caesar.
Yeah.
And the son is a little crazy.
He's very crazy.
So the crazy son makes the general, sends him away, tries to kill him.
Tries to kill him, yeah.
But Maximus, Russell Crowe's character, he survives, he becomes a slave, then he becomes a gladiator, and eventually he meets the crazy son again in the arena.
Yeah, the story is amazing.
Ah.
So he becomes this gladiator, and then he comes back to Rome because he was away.
Yes.
He comes back to Rome, the Colosseum, and then he, comes eye to eye with the emperor, right?
And he gets revenge.
Yes, 복수.
It's so good. Now, this movie, it is kind of based on fact, but not completely.
Okay.
So Russell Crowe's character doesn't necessarily exist, but the emperors do exist.
Yes.
And Joaquin Phoenix,
Yeah.
who plays the crazy son character, Commodus, he did exist as a Caesar, and he was crazy.
He was crazy.
And the Caesar actually fought in the arena.
Really?
Yeah, he would like shoot animals with a bow and arrow,
Oh.
and he fought some people.
Oh, dear.
But it was rigged. Like it was, you can't kill the
Pre-planned.
Caesar
Yeah,
in the arena.
It was pre-planned.
Yeah, it was pre-planned. Yeah.
So it got a ton of awards. But here's the thing. Cameron Sam, 이런 영화 별로 안 좋아하잖아요.
Yeah, I don't like fight movies.
You don't like fight movies or
Yeah.
like something that's like, you don't like
I
it.
don't. I'm more of a Disney animation person, right?
Disney 좋아해. 귀여워.
But this is why I like the film. First, director Ridley Scott. The composers, one of them is Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer,
we
very
heard that.
famous.
Then you have Russell Crowe in his heyday, in his like peak of his career.
Yes.
You also have crazy Joaquin Phoenix. So Joaquin Phoenix is not crazy, but when he plays a character, think of like the Joker, right? He was also crazy in the Joker. He does it so well.
He's perfect.
He's a believable crazy man.
yeah, absolutely.
I just think it's so good overall.
So we've got some messages here. 호잇 님, 캐머런 쌤 연극 전공자 너무 잘해요.
Thank you. I did study in high school, but not university. Jesse Park님, 카메론 형이 구로 형보다 잘생겼어요. Wow. It's not true, but I will believe it for today. Thank you so much.
조영수님, 오늘 글래디에이터 2 봤어요. 너무너무 재밌어요. Highly recommend.
Really?
저 이미 보셨구나. Don't tell us. Spoiler 하지
yeah,
마세요.
don't spoil it for us.
네.
I'm planning on going this weekend.
Okay.
네, 신호경님, 어제 글래디에이터 2 봤어요. 어제요? 오늘 개봉 아니에요? 12시에? 12시에 봤을까요?
오케이.
네.
네.
막시무스의 향수가 느껴져요. 막시무스
좋습니다.
향수, his cologne?
No.
His
It's reminiscent.
막시무 향수?
네.
어떤
Alright.
냄새일까요? 그 향수.
Cameron Sam.
Yes.
So what dialogue or what line did you choose from the movie?
So the quote, the line that I'm going to do is the most famous line
Okay.
from the movie.
Okay.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? 이래도 만족하겠나? 만족 못하는 말이야. 이런 것을 보려고 온 것이 아니었나?
살짝 경상도
살짝 경상도인가요?
사투리가 나오네요.
그런가요?
근데 너무 리얼하다.
리얼하다.
아우 진짜. 아니 근데 영화에서 Are you not entertained? He was so angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so what happens here, it's his first big fight in an arena, and he kills someone, and the arena is kind of quiet. And he's saying, hey, this is why you bought a ticket.
Yeah, isn't this why you're here?
This is the entertainment.
어.
So he's basically, awful. 아주 잔인하잖아요.
Yeah,
사람끼리 뭐 서로 죽이고.
Well, it was Rome's entertainment. The Colosseum was entertainment. So when you say someone is entertained, what does this mean?
So here in the Korean, it's like we're talking about 만족, right? And it is kind of in this context, it makes sense, like being satisfied with what you're seeing. So this entertained is like, are you not having fun?
Yeah, having fun.
재밌지 않아요?
Oh,
Right?
oh,
I just killed a guy. Isn't this fun?
yeah.
So he's yelling to the audience, but he's actually saying like, look how terrible this is.
Yeah, you are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially is what is being said.
Yeah.
But this line, are you not entertained? You might actually hear some older Americans, so 30 years old and older, they might say it from time to time. Like in a,
Yeah.
someone's laughing. They might
Yeah.
go, are you not entertained? It is a quote that especially men in their 30s, 40s, and 50s
Yeah.
might say.
I mean, this movie is, I think, really one of the top 10.
Yeah, please go see it if you get tonight even. It's on the 빨간 N platform.
Okay.
에서
All right.
볼 수 있으니까.
자, 2012님, 글래디에이터라니. Oh my God. Now we are free. 신청곡 틀어주세요. Oh, okay. All right. So that was our special choice for today, Gladiator. I think you... 제가 오늘 캐머런 쌤이 방송 전부터 신이 나가지고
Yeah.
정말 you are so excited. I can tell your excitement. But I think that we have to tell everybody, I would like to tell our listeners, The Wizard of Oz, Oz의 마법,
어제의 마법사.
마법사가 이 그 이야기가 정말 문화적인 그런 어떤 it has absolute cultural impact. Right?
Yeah, the original Wizard of Oz was a book from 1900, 1900년에 나왔던 책이었는데 it became so popular,
Right.
it became a musical and a movie. Then it inspired Wicked,
Wicked,
which
yeah.
was a book,
Right.
then a musical,
Right.
and now a movie.
So it's like a cultural phenomenon. I think we should tell our listeners that.
Yes.
Okay, so let's hear about this Wicked Part 1. And by the way, everyone, I will let you talk in just a minute. 근데 어저께 제가 정말 피곤했는데요. 오늘 우리 캐머런 선생님이 Wicked 한다고 그래서 방송 끝나자마자 영화 보러 갔어요. 혼자.
Really?
Yes. So we could engage in a conversation.
Oh,
Yes.
well, I'm so glad you watched
Yes.
it. I enjoyed it. I've seen the play several times. I saw it in London. I've seen it in Korea twice. I saw it with Ok-jeon.
Yeah.
So you're singing with her?
Okay, yeah.
So it is very nice. But the story is, if you know the original Wizard of Oz, there is a green-skinned witch called the Wicked Witch of the West. And a good witch with blonde hair
Glinda.
called Glinda.
Glinda.
So originally you think, oh, the green girl is bad and the blonde-haired girl is good.
Yeah.
But Wicked is about them going back when they met each other at school and how they were friends at school.
Best friends. They
They became best
best.
friends, but because the politics of the land, they had to take separate parts.
Yes. 홍은지님, oh yeah, wicked다. Popular 들으면 두 분 생각났어요.
Popular.
Oh, I love the
You're gonna be popular.
Popular. Yeah.
I wonder, you'd be Glinda.
I could be Glinda.
I would be Elphaba.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I'm a little grumpy. Right?
And you're green.
I'm a little 심술.
오늘
I'm
그래서
a little
초록색을
심술.
입었어요. Okay.
Tom Kim님. 제가 저번 주에 Wicked라는 영화를 봤는데 캠쌤 그 주인공 캐릭터 같아요. Green and Black 조합이. 맞아요. 오늘 Green and Black 입고 있습니다.
Yes, absolutely.
일부러 한 건데.
네.
예.
김정현님, 피부색이 초록색이라 겪는 소수자의 서름이 느껴져요. 주눅 들지 않을 수 없을 것 같아요.
주눅 들지
들지는
않을 수도 없어요.
네.
That's right. Yes,
Okay.
because the Wicked Witch of the West is green, her name is Elphaba. She is constantly picked on. She's considered an outsider. Even her father
Yeah.
doesn't really treat her well
I know.
and focuses on her younger sister, right? But the green girl, Elphaba, ends up having a lot of magical powers, which makes her important to the wizard, right? So because No one likes her because of her skin, but because she has an ability, people start to respect her.
Right.
It's a very interesting sort of, I don't know. I think everyone feels kind of like an outsider at times.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to understand how
of
she
course,
feels.
right. I mean, there was a part where I cried.
Oh, I cried.
정말
파트 1이었는데 네 번 정도?
울었어요?
울었어요. 맨 처음에는 울었고.
어떡해.
It's so good. And the movie is slightly different from the stage musical, but they just kind of made it bigger and you can see the facial expressions more.
Yeah.
It just makes me
Cameron Sam. 그래서 Cameron Sam 목소리에 진짜 너무 진짜 그 사랑을 느껴요. 그래서 and I know you know all the songs. 그래서 우리 스태프님들이 we were like, okay, you have to sing a little bit. 그래도 조금
I don't know.
뮤지컬이니까.
뮤지컬 정도는
아주
할 수
조금만,
없는데.
아주 조금만.
Well, I will say my favorite is from The Wizard and I.
The Wizard
So
and
this
I.
is whenever the one with green skin, Elphaba, she gets some good news.
Okay.
Like she's successful in school. So one part goes, unlimited. My future is unlimited. And I've just had a vision almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy and true. The vision's hazy, but I swear someday there'll be a celebration throughout Oz that's all to do with me. And it continues on.
Whoa!
It's such a great
my-
part. It's such a, like this, the character is really happy, but the information is really sad because we know the ending of The Wizard of Oz, right?
Yes,
But the music is so, so good. In fact, this unlimited, the first part is actually the same notes as Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Got it.
That's from The Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
So this new musical, they took the same notes and made Somewhere Over the Rainbow into Unlimited.
Got it.
My future is. Yeah.
Very
It's the
nice.
same notes, but different rhythm.
All right.
Yeah.
So what dialogue, just quickly, can
Okay.
you share?
This is a very short dialogue where Elphaba, the green witch, she comes in and everyone is making fun of her because how she looks. And she is like, it doesn't bother me, right? So I'll be Fiero if you can be Glinda.
Okay.
She doesn't give a twig what anyone thinks. 제 남들은 신경 안 쓰네.
Of course she does. She just pretends not to. 당연히 신경 쓰지. 그냥 안 쓰는 척할 뿐이야.
이건, I think this is the kind of the big part of the first movie. Elphaba, she looks strong, but Glinda sees, no, she's hurting.
Oh, yeah. She's pretending
She's pretending.
not to.
Yeah, yeah, 신경 안 쓰는 척 하는 거지.
Yes.
사실 약간 속상해.
속상하죠.
마음이 아파.
그냥 하는 척하는 거죠.
yeah.
Yes.
So,
그러니까 when I saw it, it was like, wow, this is musical at its best.
it really is.
그런
It's-
느낌이었어요.
It is a musical. It's
It
not
was a
like a
musical.
light musical. It's a full musical.
All right. So that was special choice for today, Wicked Part 1. I love your trailer voice. 여러분, this is his real voice, actually.
Well, my throat kind of hurts today as well, so I think it's extra low today.
근데 your original voice is actually very low, right?
I think I get excited and it gets a lot higher. But yeah, today we had a bit of a clue. Our third song for today was the main song from the first Moana
Right,
movie.
Moana.
How far I go.
And now the Moana 2 is out, right?
Yes, Moana 2 came out around the Thanksgiving holiday that we celebrate in the U.S. And yeah, so they're going to also have a live, like a real
Oh, yeah?
one as well.
All right.
Based on the first movie.
Okay, very good.
So it'll be very nice to see.
So,
yes.
tell us, why do you like this movie so much? And 우리 이 노래 불렀잖아요. And for I go, 우리
Oh yeah,
코코노에서
yeah. See the line with the sky meets the sea. It calls me. No one knows where it goes. It gets really
Okay,
high, right?
okay,
Yeah.
all
That song. I mean, I think Moana is about the song. I mean, of course, there's a story. There's a good story. But I think the reason people love this movie so much is the music.
The music.
And it's done by none other than Lin-Manuel Miranda. He's a very, very popular, very famous musical writer right now. He came to fame with actually In the Heights, which was a famous musical, and Hamilton.
Hamilton was a big one.
Which is huge on Broadway. But he also did some other Disney movies. He did Encanto. We don't talk about Bruno, no. Yeah, he did that one. And he's doing the new Mufasa movie that's coming out.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. I'm definitely going to see the Mufasa movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, to talk about the story, this entire story is based on Polynesian culture.
Yes.
So it's kind of mixed of a few different cultures, but it surrounds Moana, who is going to be the leader of her island, and nobody leaves that island. They just stay there because they have food. It's fun.
And they're told not to leave because something dangerous is going to happen.
Yeah, the open water is supposed to be dangerous. However, there is a disease that comes. Not a human disease, but their coconuts start turning black. They don't have any fish. They can't find any fish.
Oh, no.
So they're running out of food.
Oh, no.
Moana finds out that their ancestors came from another place. Their original home is not the island.
Really? Then where is it?
It's out there in the ocean. They used to be big travelers, but because of one person called Maui, who is voiced by Dwayne Johnson,
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He stole a jewel. He stole this thing called the heart. He was going to give it to the people for them to use to live well. He lost it, and he was on his own island for 1,000 years. And it's about returning this heart to where it needs to go, as well as fighting the bad guy in it.
So why did you choose this specific movie? Because there are many, many animated movies.
Right. Well, I mean, it's getting cold, and this movie is very warm. So it reminds, it's all about
like
Polynesian
Hawaii,
culture.
Tahiti.
So it's all these tropical islands. So it's it definitely warms you up.
Yes.
And, it recently did come out. The second one came out,
That's
Moana
right.
2.
You are preparing us for Moana 2.
Yes. And the music is also great. So
Yes.
it's great to, my niece specifically, when this movie came out in 2016, 2016년에 나오는 영화인데요. My niece loved this so much. She would play the song on repeat over and over to go to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I don't know. It was very annoying.
You know,
very loud.
Every generation has a Disney movie. Like, I love Beauty and the Beast, right? Little Mermaid. That was like my time.
And I was Lion King.
You were Lion King, yeah. So for her, it's Moana. Oh, okay. 자, 코스트 코코님 진짜 모아나 감동이었다. Okay.
네, Tom Kim님 says 이 편도 나왔는데 확실히 1편이 더 좋은 것 같아요. 저도 진짜 재밌게 봤어요. 이것 중에 오스카 빼고 다 받으신 것 같아요. So EGOT is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar,
Grammy.
and Tony.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
So if the Oscar, so that's the TV
Oscar
one, right?
빼고.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
Oscar
right.
빼고.
Okay. All right. So what line do you have prepared for us?
So this is actually near the climax of the movie where many things are not going well for Moana.
Okay.
And her grandma's spirit comes to her.
Oh, but grandma, her spirit.
Yes, the spirit.
I see.
The grandma is no longer living.
Yes.
But the grandma comes back. Grandma Tala comes back to talk to Moana.
Can I be the grandma?
You'll be the grandma, and I'll
Okay.
I'll be Moana.
Okay, you be a good Moana.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
This is today's 결정적 대사 for Moana. I tried, Grandma. I couldn't do it.
It's not your fault. I never should have put so much on your shoulders. If you are ready to go home, I will be with you. Why do you hesitate?
I don't know.
Go, my dear. Go.
Go! Yeah, that last part. Good ad lib there. Yeah, so this is a part where Moana's like, I'm tired. I can't do this. I can't go on.
Yeah, I tried.
And the grandma actually says, it's okay.
It's okay.
You can go on.
Uh-huh.
The phrase I love here that she says, I never should have put so much on your shoulders.
That's a good phrase.
Yeah. 내가 너한테 너무 큰 짐을 맡겼어. Yeah. So to put something on someone's shoulders is to give them responsibility.
Too much burden.
Yeah, it's a burden, right? And this can happen in families.
Sure.
You know, your grandparents, your parents can give responsibility to children that they feel they cannot take, they cannot bear.
That's right.
But as you can see right here, Moana, she hesitates.
She hesitates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
망설여요.
Yeah. 망설이다.
아니, 나는 해낼 수 있어요.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if I can do it. Yeah. At first she was fully like she was very spirited and I can do it. And then later she's kind of like, oh, it's not working.
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right. Well, that was special choice for today, Moana, and thank you, Cameron. Good choice, Cameron. I didn't finish the movie, but I did watch part of the movie. I watched maybe half of the movie. I got distracted.
Okay.
다른 거를 또 보고 그래서 이걸 끝내지를 못했어요.
You can watch it again.
I can watch it again.
You can watch it again later.
Okay. So, 자, 오늘의 영화는 About Time. Actually, the director of Love Actually, Richard Curtis, he is the director for this movie.
Yes. So 2 weeks ago, when it was my turn,
Yeah.
I chose Love Actually.
Right.
Now I chose About Time. This director is also known for the movies Notting Hill and Bridget Jones's Diary.
Wow.
To name a few,
yes.
he does many movies.
Right.
Very British movies, right? So this stars, though, Tom Hall, Gleason, Rachel McAdams, and a favorite I know of yours,
I love Bill Nighy.
Bill Nighy, right?
I love him. Oh. So what is it about?
So the main character's name is Tim Lake. And on his 21st birthday, his father tells him that he can travel back in time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So he learns he can go back in time and relive things, fix things that he wants to do. 네, 과거로 시간 여행할 수 있는 능력이 있는데요. He can only go backwards. He can't go to the future.
Okay, just
Yeah.
it's kind of like Back to the Future.
그렇죠.
uh-huh.
근데 미래로 갈 수 없어요.
없어요.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can go back and then relive his life again.
Okay.
Any point he wants, he just has to think about it.
아, 그냥 생각하면 돼요?
Yeah, 생각하고 약간 어두운 장소면
And then you go back in time?
Yeah, and then you can go
that's
back
great.
in time. So he actually meets the woman of his dreams.
사랑에 또 빠지는군요.
Yeah, 사랑에 빠지죠. But he's not exactly the coolest guy.
Yeah.
So he makes lots of mistakes.
Yes.
So anytime he makes a mistake, he goes back in time to fix it. So they end up falling in love, getting married. But of course, in any movie
Right.
like this, there are problems that come up.
Right, because 이거 왔다 갔다 이게 어떻게 사랑이 계속 이어질 수가 있나요? Like, can this continue?
So, of course, his relationship, they are in love, but he realizes there are some problems that can't ever change, that can't ever be solved. For example, his father gets sick, very sick, and there really is no way to actually. 그 내용 스포일 될 수도 있는데.
Okay.
But he realizes there are lots of problems in his life he can't fix. But through that, he kind of learns, I don't have to relive life. 인생 한 번만 살아도.
Yes.
Yeah. As long as I am very precious with the time, as long as I value that time, I can still have a good life.
Okay, so I do want to know, does it have a happy ending?
It has a... Not 100% happy.
Not 100%.
Like it is happy, but there is a sadness with the happiness.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
A very adult happiness, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
adult. Okay, so what did you like about this movie? 왜 이 영화를 그렇게 좋아했어요?
Well, I think we always think about going back in time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if I could change this. If I could change this mistake.
It's true. Or what if I made this choice? 이 선택을 안 하고 이렇게 했으면 어땠을까?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But through this movie, it really talks about how, life is going to happen. There are going to be good things that happen and bad things that happen.
Right.
And even if you try for the perfect life, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So just
완벽한 인생은 없죠.
love the life you have.
That's right.
And try your hardest. Yeah.
우리 셰리님, About Time 이 영화 보고 너무 좋아서 일기 썼던 기억이 나네요. 10년이나 됐다니 믿을 수가 없네요.
Yeah.
It just seems like it was yesterday, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, Shirley does bring up a good point. This is one of those movies, it's not super serious, but it does make you think.
That's right.
Like a nice
About your life.
Yeah, it makes you think about your life. Writing a diary.
네. 자, Cameron.
Yes.
결정적 대사.
Yes.
What did you choose?
Okay, 이건 거의 마지막 장면인데요.
네.
This is when the main character is kind of wrapping things up. He says, "We're all traveling through time together. Every day of our lives. All we can do is do our best to relish this remarkable ride. 인생은 모두가 그 하루하루를 함께 하는 여행이다. 우리가 할 수 있는 건 최선을 다해 이 멋진 여행을 즐기는 것이다."
I really like this word relish. R-E-L-I-S-H. Usually we relish food. Don't we?
Yeah, it means to enjoy,
to
right?
really enjoy, fully enjoy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's deeper than just enjoy.
그냥 맛있게 먹는 게 아니라 like really. 그렇죠. So in this case, relish this remarkable journey
Yeah.
of life.
So here they said remarkable ride because life is kind of like a roller coaster, right?
그렇죠.
You got the high highs
That's right.
and the low lows.
Low lows.
And you just have to learn to deal with both.
Yeah.
Enjoy both of them.
Enjoy it. Relish it. I really like
Relish.
that word, relish. Okay, so I think I will, after this segment, 이제 다시 이제 끝까지 봐야 될 것
Yeah.
같아요.
Please, you have to.
I did like it. I don't know. I don't remember why I got distracted. But I will definitely have to check it out one more time.
Make sure to have some tissues.
Yeah.
좀
울어야 돼요.
있어야죠.
Okay, all right. Okay, that was our special choice for today, About Time.